I've been wandering this jungle for 6 days now. The maps I brought with me, 3 of them, aged and drawn by different hands, were all at once correct and incorrect, helpful and maddening. Each one tells a half-truth, a fragment of understanding, but together they point toward one common certainty. The map within the Anavian tome is accurate. I trust it now. And so, I've spent most of today searching for the hidden path through the cliffs, the one the book marks so precisely. Now that I know the path is real, it's full speed ahead. As night crept in, I made camp beside a dry patch of root-woven earth and built a small fire. The air was still, and for the first time since entering this weltering green hell, it didn't rain. I took the opportunity to dry my soaked clothes and gear. While tending to the fire, I spotted many birds overhead. Bright, colorful things. Many of them reminded me of the pets kept by the people of Rentalia. Strange how far from home you can still find echoes of it. With my gear drying and belly full of cold rations, I sat by the fire and began charting my own map, sketching the rivers I'd crossed, marking strange trees, noting trails that led to nowhere. I plan on returning that book one day. I'm an explorer, not a common thief. The next morning, I found it. Or, I think I did. A narrow crevice at the base of the cliffside, nearly overgrown, opened into a darkened cave. The path from the book leads here. Going around the cliff would take days, perhaps a week. Time I don't have. So, I lit my torch and stepped into the unknown. The cave swallowed me. The air inside was cool and damp, heavy with the scent of moss and stone. Hours passed as I moved carefully through branching tunnels, some descending deeper into the earth, others choked with vines and soft vegetation. Life grows where light finds a way, and so I followed the greenery. I had to fight off a few cave bats and a pair of enormous spiders. I don't much care for spiders, but bats are easy enough. They're fast, but I'm faster. Eventually, the tunnel turned into a steep dirt path. I climbed, hands and knees digging into the slick earth. Then, a breeze, cool and fresh, brushed against my sweat-slicked face. I paused, listening. Somewhere ahead, I could hear birds. And then came the light. Blinding midday sun spilled into the cave mouth as I emerged. I shielded my eyes, blinking as the jungle stretched out before me once more. The air smelled rich, like fresh rain on stone and soil. And then I saw it. Far in the distance, rising from the treetops like a dream, was a city. Green, pointed roofs, crowned, towering structures that seemed to grow from the forest itself. Mountains encircled the place like ancient guardians, their high peaks cloaking the city from anyone who hadn't reached my vantage. Even from here, it looked alive, wild, impossible, and beautiful. Massive birds circled in the sky above it, much larger than any I'd seen in the jungle below. I couldn't afford to wait. I needed to get there before nightfall. I tied a rope to the tree at the cliff's edge and began the descent, inching my way down into the valley. As I moved, the old brass compass I bought from Antalya began its strange clicking sound, the needle jittering northeast. I've come to learn that's the compass's way of warning me. A storm was coming. Within the hour, the sky opened. Rains hammered the trees, the earth, and me. I was soaked instantly, but I learned my lesson. My bag was covered, and the book was safe. I pushed through the mud and foliage, squinting through the downpour, and then I heard it. Something behind me. It started as a dull thudding, then rustling, then chaos. Dozens of animals sprinting and flying past me in a panic. I didn't look back. I didn't need to know why they were running. When the jungle runs, you run too. The air thickened with a sulfurous stench. Trees ahead wilted like they were melting. My heart pounded as I sprinted through mud and ferns, lungs burning. Then, out of nowhere, impact. I was tackled hard, driven face first into the wet earth. Before I could react, a spear was pressed against my throat. My breath caught, my body froze. And then I saw him. A bird person, just like the one I had met those years ago. But this one was different. His plumage was brilliant blue with a red face. He wore armor of gleaming bronze and stared down at me with stern, unreadable eyes, arms crossed. He wasn't the one who tackled me. I turned slightly and caught a glimpse of my captor. Another bird person, taller, draped in silver armor, feathers white with yellow tips that gleamed in the dim light. He hauled me to my feet and held me fast. A third emerged, silent and observant. This one was green-blue, like an old patina, with a longbow across his back. His armor was lighter, but no less intricate, etched and ancient. I couldn't understand what they were saying. Their words were strange, but carried a rhythm that tugged at something familiar in my mind. The white one held me still, while the green-blue one retrieved my bag and weapon. I didn't resist. I knew better. They didn't strike me. They didn't threaten me, but I knew without a doubt that if I tried to run, it would not end well. So I went with them, surrounded by strangers with feathers and bronze, their language unknown, purpose unclear. And still, through the haze of confusion and fear, I felt something. Adventure. I may be a prisoner, but I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.